why dogs and cats living together, that's hysteria.
Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
What's up, you cinema-loving creeps, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a fabulous horror anthology sequel lined up for us. It is Michael Gornick's 1987, class act flick. Fun as hell. Guys, it is Creepshow 2, and this one is just as great as the first one, but with a lot more weird-ass stuff. So let's jump in and check it out. Here is Creepshow 2. Creepshow 2 is a stupendously fun sequel to George Romero's outstandingly classic anthology horror film of the same name. Blended with a tremendously wicked sense of humor, and often lost in its lust for blood and death, this genuinely entertaining collection of devilishly crafted short stories is a true blast to witness. From over-the-top situations to mind-bending insanity, the flick has it all, and just when you thought you've seen everything, Creepshow 2 throws another madcap story at you that will simply blow your mind with unabashed and gleefully gory fun. This gloriously grimy anthology follows three tales of the macabre, entitled Old Chief Woodenhead, The Raft, and The Hitchhiker. Each stories contain an overwhelming sense of demented atmosphere, which blends dark humor and horrific moments into what has become the staple of the Creepshow name. Lost in ludicrous situations and horror-infused setups, Creepshow 2 respectfully takes us into territories that will boggle the mind and disturb the soul, all the while entertaining in the most hellish of ways. In true anthology form, the cast of Creepshow 2 is diverse and completely robust, filled to the brim with a sordid collection of characters who are literally put through the ringer in this savagely mean-spirited cinematic outing. The central stars of the flick are George Kennedy as Ray Spruce, a convenience store owner whose wooden store Indian takes on a life of its own. Holt McElhenney as Sam Whitemoon, a narcissus psychotic whose ambitions of making it in Hollywood lands him in some hot water. Paul Satterfield as Deke, a pot-smoking douchebag who finds out that some places are not safe for swimming. Louise Childs as Annie Lansing, an adulterous wife whose sins have finally caught up with her. And finally, Tom Savini as the Creep, our gracious host of the macabre. Everyone does a fantastic job with the material, as they each bring their own unique perspectives to their characters, often in ridiculously entertaining ways. Ridiculous is probably the main thing to come away with when it comes to Creepshow 2. Crafted in a cinematic world where anything can happen, and most certainly does, it's a realm where fantastic moments and over-the-top bloody antics occur, and in this blended reality, it's both frightening and hilarious. The limits the film pushes the narrative are astounding, and the jovial way in which the production dips from side-splitting antics to cringe-worthy horror is an impressive balancing act that wholly pays off in some rather outstanding sequences that truly catapult this film into cult classic status. It's a hell of a cinematic ride to say the least, and one that you're sure not to ever forget or wipe from your mind. From its wild and fantasy-infused moments to its relatable and more low-key situations, the film truly has a knack for getting inside its audience's head and twisting reality, with both entertaining and horrific results. Boldly abrasive and wholly all-in when it comes to delivering something unique and unforgettable, Creepshow 2 is an anthology feature that is a thing to behold. It's wild, weird, and completely messed up, and that's just how I like my tales of horror to be. If you for some reason haven't seen the sequel to George Romero's twisted anthology flick, then check it out as soon as possible. It may not have the star power of the original film, but it more than makes up for it with its outrageous style and otherworldly atmosphere. In the end, Creepshow 2 is an outstandingly outrageous horror anthology entry that honestly entertains to high and unusual hell. And there you have it, you freaks. That is the insanely fun and altogether enjoyable Creepshow 2. Just a great follow-up to George Romero's first Creepshow film, and just a fun film to watch in general. But hope you like that one. Hope you like what I'm doing here, because that's it for me. But if you like what I'm doing here, well, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.